out, I fixed it. Why were they that loose? Who put these on? We're probably gonna do a 5 in the back, and what did I say, 10 in the front? Damn, she looked good. Dude, look at that. All right, guys, welcome back. We are here with the FRS because tonight, it's pretty late already and it's pretty dang cold, but we are gonna throw on our newly acquired 3-inch ARP wheel studs. And that is because we need to run, as it stands right now, the studs, the factory studs, we cannot put the wheels on with spacers. And obviously we have to dial in the fitment on the FRS because it's looking a little wonky. It is not up to Jewls, street Jewls spec. So we're gonna fix that real quick. The front side is gonna be a lot easier to pop out the studs than the back side because the back side, we have to kind of pull the hub assembly outwards a little bit. So it's gonna take a little more time. Not more difficult, I guess, but just more time. So we're gonna see what we can get done tonight at the very least. Obviously, we had to get different lug nuts because once we add those studs, the closed-ended lugs that come with, well, factory are not gonna fit, no longer gonna fit. So we went ahead and went up to 88 Lab. We saw our boy Ricky and we pulled the Muteki open-end lugs from the BRZ because, shout out our boy, our homie, he hooked us up with some Project Kicks lug nuts, so we slapped those on the BRZ for the time being because, I mean, why not? I kind of like those better anyway. The Mutekis, we ran them for a while now, so I kind of want to transfer them to the FRS for the time being. Yeah, so we're going to throw on the open-end lugs. We're going to need those, and then finally, we have with us today a set of spacers. We have front and rear. We have 15 millimeter in the front, and then I think 20 in the back. So we're going to see those spacers are meant for the SSR SP3s we have in the back, and then the Advan TC3s in the front. Front side, the 15 mil is supposed to bring the TC3s to our fender at the very least. 20 millimeter is supposed to bring the SP3s close to the fender. So, but yeah, I was actually gonna pop on some pads and rotors while I kind of had that stuff apart tonight. But number one, it's a little too cold, and number two, I don't know. I mean, we still have life left on them, so I was like, you know, we're just going to keep them on there for now. But, yeah, we'll check them once we pop the wheels off. But without any further ado, let us get into that. Tight. Probably picked the crappiest lug I could find to zing them on because chances are the lug is going to get messed up when you do that. Obviously you want an open end one so it goes all the way through. Yeah, hit it with the bearing until it stops spinning. We were on mode 3 on the impact, kind of zing it on as tight as possible. The back end of the stud will stop going in. That's how you know you're pretty much good. So from there, reassemble and kind of call it. Wish I had gotten rotors, pads, but these were these. Now we can run some spacers and be good. These pads still have some meat left on them compared to the other pads in storage I showed you guys last video. So probably no sense in swapping those out if these are still good, bud. Ah, I forgot the rotor's still wobbly. We'll fix that real quick. Get over here. All it took, he mallet, she goes on. The spacers we got. Shout out our boy for hooking us up as per usual. Oh man, I forgot. They have freaking studs in them too. If we throw these on like this, it's not gonna work. You guys can see why that doesn't work. So the reason being is because we have a super aggressive offset with these wheels being 27, 29, whatever they are. And that means we need a very thick spacer. Whereas if we went to an offset of, let's say 30, they would make a spacer that was a lot more thinner for the setup we're running. So we needed to go with a thick boy, a thick spacer to kind of get our wheel set up to fit properly. And I couldn't find any spacer that was like, that didn't come with these studs already. So we'll have to tap these out, no problemo. I don't even know if this is the right size, I'm gonna be honest, because we do have another set of spacers over here. I wish I brought my gauge. I forgot what that actual thing is, but so I can measure. I guess I really don't need to because I could just do this. Would you look at that? This one's thicker, so that one's going in the back because our back is in dire need of assistance when it comes to that stuff. So let's get these guys off. These raggedy lug nuts. These are Evolved Autosport spacers. Fair price, decent price. They weren't too bad. Spacers can be expensive, and you know they serve kind of one purpose. If you're getting a spacer that you're not sitting on the lugs, then you really don't need to spend like hundreds of dollars on, you know, crazy spacers. So this will do the same intended purpose as any other spacer, in my opinion. So that's why we are throwing it on today. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be a problem. Spacers we got, man. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Holy damn, that's the strat right there. That's the secret tech. All right, we gotta do the other one.
Let's go. That was like kind of fun.
One more. Yeah, no, that's
over.
Definitely makes it easier. All right, she's not too messed up. Spacer we got here. Let us see if we could fit these on all fine and dandy. Before we do that though, I am gonna clean off our hub right there with a metal bristle brush because our spacer's gonna be sitting on there, and yeah, we want to make sure it's all clean. I guess rest assured, if you do pick up those spacers, that these studs are, they're not coming out, dude. They're not coming out. Those were under high load, I gotta say. We did not get hub-centric rings this time around. Will I in the future? Probably. Yeah, we'll have to bang-a-rang it on a little bit because it's not going on all the way. Fit? Oh no. Holy crap, dude. We could probably do a 20. Probably do a 20 on the front.
What happened? It's not the dimensions. The dimensions don't add up? I don't fucking know. I'm hot, bro.
Nah, not really.
I'm a computer guy, man.
All right, so we got the 15s in the front, 15 mil, and I mean, it's way better than what it was before, but only problem is that it's not flush to the fender. So we probably, I mean, there's no way to really tell that it was gonna be 5 mil off. We're probably gonna have to run a 20 mil in the front. That's if we wanna run these wheels. So that means probably the Model 7s will need a larger spacer. That's my guess. So definitely a lot better, but you guys see to the fender, I mean, we're not there, and I kind of want to be there.
I got an angle grinder.
It's not gonna do anything. I might have got the 15s for the back and the 20 for the front. because I have 20s, and the back might only need 15 to be flush with the fender. So we'll see. I don't remember what the hell I got, to be honest. They were sitting for like, I don't know, a few weeks. So I don't know which one. I calculated all this before when I got the wheels. Well, after I got the wheels, so I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But so like the hood vent, black. We got the gray in the front, and then kind of the black, and then the polished lip in the back. What do you guys think? I'm still trying to think about this, dude. I don't know. I might throw on the other ones just to have them on, just to say I had them on. Even though I really like this look, it's really aggressive. I don't know. This is very aggressive. Went upstairs to grab the goods. Let's see how these bad puppies fit. Oh, look. Let's see. I think I knew these were gonna need a larger spacer. Ah, man. Yeah, dang it. I might want to put the 25s on here. I mean the 20s. Let's test the 20s.
Recording started.
Damn. She's a little stiff down there. Forgot driving that old hunk of crap over there. Anyways, we last left off with the spacers. We're tackling those later in the video because currently we cannot get the studs out of the spacer itself. So they're pressed in there pretty good. Usually I would go with the slip-on spacer, which if you are gonna go with spacers, go with the slip-on spacer. Do not attempt, unless you're gonna be running the wheel on top of the spacer studs, then do not even attempt to do what we're doing in today's video, which is tap out the studs in the spacer. I mean, you can, but you're just gonna have a bad time. It just takes a long time. It's too time consuming, and frankly, for effort, there's a lot of effort that goes into it. Like my arm, I mean, there's a lot that goes into tapping those guys out. So anyways, spacers. So I don't know what we're gonna do on those yet. Maybe we'll cut the studs. We're gonna try heating them up later or something. We'll see if we can get them out. If not, no big deal. It is what it is. Sometimes bad things happen. Sometimes, excuse me.
Video protected.
Got it, dude. Thanks. Sometimes things come up and it is what it is. Nothing you can do about it. So we are going to push forward. We're going to proceed with our ARP 3-inch stud install. I wanted to start the car because we have to move the FRS to somewhere else. This way I could do the other side because we're against that wall over there. So we're just going to move the FRS. First startup in a month, and she started up okay. She's doing good. Checked the oil, went through everything, make sure there's no leaks. We had coolant and whatnot, so she's doing all right. I would have definitely liked to do the oil before I stored her. Right now we are sitting at 2,300 since our last oil change, and that's a little much. On the BRZ, she has fresh oil, like brand new. The FRS still needs it still needs to be winterized, but man, sometimes life just gets in the way. So we're trying to get some stuff done, especially with the wheel setup that we got going on, trying to get that up and out of the way. Once we get that out of the way, then we could proceed to other things that we have on the agenda. So just bear with me. Thank you guys. Oh, yo, and I also forgot the tripod. Freaking mint! Man, today is the day. Anyways, let us move the FRS over there. I can't tell if the idle has dropped yet. Oh, damn, she's stinky. That's that no cat. That's that no cat in this car. I forgot, dude. Oh, man. I'm not gonna... Oh, there's the idle. Yes, dude. Idle just dropped. Let's go. We can definitely move now. But I was about to say, dude, do I miss the no cat? I mean, it's like, you get the smell and you're just like, oh, man. It takes me back to the nice summer days driving this car. I'm not mad at it. I'm definitely not mad at it. Especially driving. Dude, the shifter, oh my God, it's so notchy. Holy crap, dude. Compared to the... Oh, I think... Hold on. Because I just tried to roll it, and that's my reason for starting it up, because I couldn't roll it. Well, I could, but I didn't want to. Alright, let's see. Come on, girl. It's a lot different driving this car. Well, we haven't been in this thing for like a month. I love this car, dude. This car is so sick. Alright, I think that is good. We're gonna give ourselves a little more room. And we're probably just gonna let her run, because am I gonna just start up the car and turn it off after a month of sitting? Hell no. Alrighty, quick update. We have pretty much all the studs on except for one. So we're gonna get started on that soon, but I want to update you guys on the dilemma. So there's two dilemmas. Number one, we lost the lug nut. No idea where it is. Looked all over for the past 30 minutes, wasted 30 minutes looking for one single lug nut. So I'm like, all right, time to stop, focus on the main objective here, which is getting the studs in. So we'll worry about the missing lug after. The biggest dilemma, or a rather bigger dilemma, the spacers. So I just remembered this is also a small dilemma. I gotta fix that because that was coming off and I can't move this car because it's gonna fly off. So anyways, a couple things going on here, but yes, we have to. Damn, she looked good. Dude, look at that. Damn, dude. Damn, I really like the gray. Well, we don't have it, but I really like how the gray looked, but now that we have the back on too, it looks so damn good. All we need is our spacers. And of course, we don't have them. Look at our jank setup, by the way, because the car's low and I couldn't get that wheel chock in properly, so slanted it up. And then, well, that's not how that was. I'll show you guys how I put that, because that was our other wheel chock, because we can't have the e-brake on while we are doing the back end. We're gonna put this wheel under the back end just in case. We're just gonna leave it at that. 14 mil for the caliper bracket bolts, and that's all we're gonna need to take off when it comes to this. We're not gonna unbolt the caliper itself because it's a waste of time. We could just do it this way. Go over this a little bit. Wish I had some brake clean, but I don't. Go over the hub, boom, make sure she's all clean. For the rear end only, we're gonna have to pull this hub out a wee bit. Where are our studs? If you have 3-inch studs like us, you can't fit these. Even 2.5-inch, you're gonna need to pull the hub out a little bit. We did the same thing on our BRZ. So, you can't yet. There's no possible way you could fit these. So don't even try it. We're gonna have to pull this out, which is just another step, so it's not too bad. I believe it's 14 in the back. Definitely helps if you have a light back there so you can see which bolts they are. But a little tip for you guys, if you're looking through the middle here on the hub, you could see 1, 2, 3, 4. You could see all 4 of the bolts, and that'll help you determine where the bolts are on the back end. So let us go ahead and crack these guys loosey-goosey here. Be careful of that caliper up there. I'm just telling myself that. So these guys, they're torqued to 48 foot-pounds from the factory, so they're actually not crazy tight. If yours are tight, then, well, you might have a little rusty-dusty going on. And that's okay. So hit these guys with some PB Blaster or something, some lube, before you crack them, because they're kind of a pain back there, not gonna lie. They're kind of a pain. But you might be wondering, how much should I loosen these guys for? On the other side, I ended up taking them out completely, and that's not something I wanted to do. The reason for that is, well, I forgot to take out the ABS sensor bolt, and that's why. The ABS sensor bolt kind of disallows you from pushing the hub out further. So after I took out all four bolts, I realized, oh yeah, I need to take out the ABS sensor. So I did that, and then immediately this freed up. You could take one of them fully out to see how much thread is on them. This way you know how much you take the other ones out. That's what I would recommend. You could probably do that just to get familiar with it. But we're just gonna take them out a little bit. We're not gonna take them out all the way on this side, because if you do happen to take them out, like we did on the other side, all that you gotta do is you have to line up this hub with the knuckle, which isn't a pain, but it's more time. I gotta say though, she's not the worst to work on at all. It's just a little tough when it's the winter time. A little setup for you guys to help you out. Deep socket, short socket, an extension, smaller one on this side, and then a swivel socket. You're gonna need a swivel socket when you want to go torque the bolts, the 48 foot-pounds on the back side. There's the only ones that I'm gonna torque just because they're the bolts to the spindle, and I wanna make sure those are torqued to spec. The caliper bolts, you can't torque them. I'm just gonna zing them down, they're fine. So we're just gonna come here, hands on the hub assembly, and then we're just gonna push on the brake shoes. You kinda have to wiggle it around a little bit, but the reason why you're gonna push back on the brake shoes is because you don't want the brake shield and the brake shoes and the e-brake assembly to come with the hub. So you're kind of freeing up the hub assembly from the spindle a little bit in a way. If you're working on the driver's side, it's gonna be the left-hand side. You're gonna slide the stud in on the left kind of groove, the open space here, in the hole from the left side. Then turn the hub up and she goes right in. Oh, finally, dude. Back side of these, I like to go crisscross just to make sure it seats properly. The Model 7s in silver, I'm messing with it, dude. I'm messing with it. I'm really digging this look. The silver with the black hood vents has kind of grown on me. That is because of the thick sidewall we have on the 17s. I did like how the black vents went with the gray look we had going on, but I think this is a good move. These wheels really fit this car. I don't know what it is, maybe because they're 17s or just the way they look, but it's a very classic look. IMO, TBH, IMO. They're just me. It's definitely a classic style, and it really fits the first gen. I don't know if it fits the second gen. Maybe we'll try these wheels on our BRZ at some point, but right now, I'm really digging this look. Like, I cannot wait to drive this car when the springtime hits. I cannot wait to drive it. It looks so dang good, dude. So dang good. Plus, we're also probably gonna get these vents paint matched at some point. Yeah. Maybe get them kind of like Bondo, like molded to the hood. This way they look factory OEM, not necessarily kind of like bolted in here like we have. Yeah, dude, really stoked. Wait, what the hell is that? Oh, snap. I thought I saw the missing lug nut on my dashboard. I was about to spaz. All right, you know, that's a sign I need to get the heck up out of here. So I'll see you guys when I see you, which is probably tomorrow because that's when we're gonna mess around with the spacers. All right, so we're here with the FRS. We are about to throw on the spacers. We got Aunt Nee, about to do the brakes on Aunt Nee brake. Shout out to my dad. He gave us a hand with this crap because, man, these were a pain to deal with. We got the spacers freed up. Yeah, we have a little scuffs on them. That's fine. What we're going to do, we're just going to grind it down a little bit and then kind of fill in with like a marker or something, some paint. Make them look nice, but we do have to kind of sand them down. This way, the mating surfaces are still fine and dandy. They're not too messed up too badly. Took a hammer to them, a 4-pound hammer to the studs. Still couldn't get them out. Had them in the vice grip. Man, they needed heat. That was the only way they needed heat, and yeah, that's about it. So like I said, definitely not worth the time and effort put into these. Just get slip-on spacers. Fricked up, man, fricked up. But yeah, we're gonna toss these on real quick, see if they are the correct length to get us close to that fender, to get some proper fitment, proper Jewls spec on the FRS finally. Still could not find this lug nut. I'm pissed, dude. I'm freaking pissed. I still cannot find it. I don't know where the heck it is. Just add it to the list. The back cap on our wheel. I didn't want to just press that in. There's a little plastic cap on the center cap. I popped it off for now. This way we don't lose it, because I think we're gonna take the FRS for a ride today. It rained yesterday pretty nicely, and I haven't seen salt out today, so I think today's a perfect day to at least take the FRS out for a little drive, see how she rides. We need new tires anyway, so we might as well use up the tires that are on her now. But let us throw the spacers on and see where that kind of lands us with these new wheels. We're gonna just grind them down a little bit. We have our cookie cutter, kind of get them nice and flush. We gotta be careful too, because we don't want to take off the finish. I mean, I guess it doesn't really hurt to do that, but it definitely helps to, you know, prevent rust that this finish is on there. So we don't want to take it off too much. I don't want to go too deep. I want to make sure it's still flush so it seats on properly. That's a bad spot right there. Tell you what. Alright, we're gonna do a little touch up with our black Sherpie here. Get her looking a little nice. Good as new. But yeah, nobody wants to be spending almost $200 on some decent quality spacers, right? And this is the process that you're going through. For the 50th time in this video, because I said it a ton of times, but I just want to nail it in your head that if you're going to go with spacers, make sure you're going to go slip on if you're going to be utilizing your stock studs. Kind of satisfying to fill all these in, I'm not going to lie. Although it'd be a lot more satisfying if, number one, they actually did fit the first time. And number two, if I was able to spray paint them. We can't always have nice things, right? Something has to go wrong, because when you fix it, you're like, oh, I fixed it. Yeah, I did. Never saw any beading. Listed 150 for all 4 spacers. Good as new, never unpackaged. Make sure she seats on there. There we go. I think we're probably gonna need another 10. That's my guesstimate. These are 20. We're probably gonna need 30 mil spacers for the front. Kind of unfortunate to say, but these are some skinny wheels. I usually don't run skinnies like this, but today we do. Today. Damn. All right, that's not too bad. Not too bad. All right, I take back what I said about the 10. If we want it really close to the fender, we could go to 10 mil and then bring out the camber to like a whole degree. That's what I would probably do. But I think what we might do is we might throw a 5 on there, and that'll bring it just close to the fender to where we're not going to be rubbing. But when we take it for a test drive, we'll see if it rubs or not. My guess is it is not, just because we're not that close to the fender. Why were they that loose? Who put these on? Usually, before I put the spacer on, you're gonna wanna clean this with a metal wire brush. This way, the spacer has a clean surface to mount onto. Not only that, but you're gonna wanna clean your hubs. I do remember cleaning both of these, so we're gonna go ahead and, well, just slap these on. Oh, do we? My guess is we're probably gonna need another 5 to 10 mil on the back as well, but for the time being, these are spacers we got. So we're gonna throw them on. Just like I predicted, maybe a 5. 5 might be pushing it. No, let's do 5. We're probably gonna do a 5 in the back, and what did I say, 10 in the front? We are gonna go ahead and take it for a drive.
We're a double cycle.
Recording started.
I missed her. Bump. I was trying to take her out a little earlier, ran into some problems with Anthony's brakes, kind of seized in the back, the caliper pistons. So we took a little more time than expected, and we hit the rain. Which isn't too bad, but I definitely wanted to, you know, kind of kick up a little bit of smoke with these old tires here, because they are dry rot, and we are going to go with a wider tire. So, you know, they have tread on them, so I was like, you know what, let's see what we can do with them. But it's raining, and you know, we're kind of we can't really blow smoke. We can't really make too much smoke with these tires when it's raining, so we're just going to, you know, slip and slide around, which is no problem. Got the rain yesterday and today, got rid of most of the salt that's around here at least, which that's why I felt comfortable taking the FRS out. Oh, that was a big freaking bump, dude. We're gonna get the outside, give her a nice cleanup. Nothing too crazy, because down the road, we probably still want to get a paint job, touch up the paint a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, I don't know what I want to do with the paint yet on this car. Definitely want to maybe get like the nose repainted, something like that. Paint isn't too bad on this car. It really isn't too bad. I have seen worse. So it's not faded. It's just in a few areas there's like scratches and stuff that go beyond the paint. So I don't know. We'll figure it out down the line. But right now, really happy with the FRS, how she's coming out. Got the vented hood, got the new hood, no more dings in her, and we got our Model 7s on her, looking fresh. Got the fresh Air Force One kicks going on the FRS. Man, I'm a sucker for silver wheels on these freaking cars, especially when they're red. Man, but I don't know what it is, man. This car looks so damn good. I enjoyed the gray wheels, the TC3s and the SP3s while they lasted. Maybe we'll see them again in the future on this car, because I do want to keep them. They are obviously discontinued, and they are sweet wheels. But these Model 7s popped up, and I was like, dude, I can't pass them up. They look freaking sick. It's Advanced Vehicle Systems by Advan, and man, they make some pretty sick wheels if you guys don't know the models. I want to see if the launch control worked. I think it's clutch in, first gear. There we go. Oh crap, dude. We had a little pop there. Oh man. Listen, we gotta clean her out. We gotta drive her a little bit, you know? after the month of no driving, I think a month, right? Month and a half, something like that. We gotta give her a nice drive. What the hell you take me for, you know? You gonna drive this thing like Granny? Hell no. You drove my car, boy. Alright, anyways. Let me focus on driving here, because it's freaking raining, bud. Alright guys, I think that's a good enough spot as any to wrap up today's video. It's raining out, we had a little fun in the FRS, really stoked to finally bring her out. It's been too long, man, it's been too long, and not only that, but we finally got the Model 7s on. Man, I said it a million times in this video, I'll say it again, they look so damn good. Like, I'm so stoked to drive this car in the springtime again, finally. Hopefully the snow is gone soon, but man, the FRS, she's coming along nicely. And we finally got our track spec. We finally got rid of that old jank banged up hood. I'm stoked, dude. Needless to say, I'm stoked. We have a lot for the BRZ that has come in, that is in my possession now, but we have a lot more to come as well. But we have to find the time to kind of throw all that stuff on the BRZ. Not only that, but drive the car when, well, like a day like today where salt is pretty much gone, because that car has not seen any salt, and plan to keep it that way. Same with the FRS. I saw an opportunity today where it rained yesterday and today, and I had to take it. So that's exactly what we did. But other than that, I think that's enough rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the like button down below. Subscribe while you're down there if you want to see more of this kind of content. But other than that, I'm going to get the heck about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Whoop. Peace. Wow.